So I'll just wrap it up with this. Couple years ago, actually, well, no, 4 years ago, my dad had an accident in his Jag, and then so we went to go get it fixed, and it took 2 whole years to get fixed, because the body shop we'd taken it to, he's very good, but he's very methodical, and he has a lot of other projects that he's working on, so it takes a while to get it fixed. So when we eventually did get it fixed, we got it back to the mechanics and got everything put back in, and it was all fine. The mechanic and I were going to go out for a test drive, make sure that everything was fine. And so we're heading up this, like, small, like, one-lane neighborhood street with ditches, and on either side there's a, like, 5-foot ditch on this side and a 5-foot ditch on that side. And we're going up this side of the street, and going about 30, I think he shifts into 30, no, he shifted into 4th, just as we go over a manhole cover. And this is honestly what's spooky, because he shifts right as we drive over that manhole cover, and I think what happened is the back, one of the back wheels lifted off the ground, and as he shifted, the wheel came back onto the ground, and because the car is back wheel drive, it skidded, and we kind of fishtailed. And he tried to control it. He tried to get it, and for a minute I thought that he was gonna get it back in, and then we would just keep going. But he couldn't, and we ended up doing this kind of almost epic slide, but not quite. It was kind of epic if you had seen it, but it was almost this epic slide that was kind of did this full slide into the ditch on the other side of the street. And so what happened was the front of the car was facing the street, and the back, by like the exhaust and the trunk and everything, was on the other side of the ditch. So we were literally straddling this ditch.
Oh.
And I was thinking, how did we not completely just roll over? How am I alive right now, completely okay, with not a scratch on my body?
Yep.
I was like, that was some kind of a miracle, because it's free-wheel drive, so we could have easily, like, because the back wheels are spinning, we could have easily just spun out and then just kept going. And we could have, like, landed on the soft top. We could have just kept going, but we skidded straight into the ditch, and we're straddling the ditch like that.
Oh.
It was...
That's a brown trouser moment!
Yes.
Yes. Code brown.
And then speaking of, how Doug was saying, you think it can't get any worse, and then it does.
Yeah.
So later on that day, I had to help my friend's mom go out and buy a Honda Fit. Oh. So I had to, put all of my, thoughts aside and, focus on helping my friend's mom. And, no. Too many commitments that day. Too many commitments. I was like, I should have just taken the day, but nope. Had other things to tend to. So yeah, definitely a brown trouser moment. I was like, oh, cock.
World War Brown.
Does that mean that he's not coming on then? No, James, he is not coming on.
If it wasn't a brown leather interior already, it would have been after that.
It's a black leather interior, so yeah.
Oh God.
Now seats after that.
I have to say, unlike any of y'all, I really haven't been in an accident, but I had one really, really close call, and it involves my mom's old Vitara. And just to preface this for all the listeners, I looked after that. The Vitara has a 1-star safety rating, so I could have probably died. So we're going across this intersection, and it's a green light on our side. I look to my left. There's a massive semi-truck, like Kenworth semi-truck, accidentally running the red light at 40 miles per hour. And they just barely pull up, within a foot of my car door because I was on the driver's side in the passenger seat. I was like 8, 6. So I was very, very young. All I see when I look out the window is grill. I just see like Kenworth grill at the outside this guitar's window.
Now, okay, it is a car story and it's not. Thinking of looking back or off to your side there and just seeing nothing but grill. Same truck that I told you me and my dad went down the hill in, his Toyota. He found out this thing was great off-road. Well, he quit using his quad runner and started just driving his truck everywhere we would normally take quad runners. Well, we got the bright idea to see which one was actually kind of better racing around big fields, and we had this field and it was mowed with a road, and the grass was like 8 foot high, so you couldn't see anything other than the road.
Yeah.
And the road was only like 9 foot wide, and we were chasing each other. I was on my quad runner, probably running 50 mile an hour, 40 mile an hour, somewhere in there. And I look back and all I see is a Toyota Tacoma grill. Literally.
Oh, God.
Of my quad runner. And we're chasing each other around this track out in this field. If I would have done anything wrong, I would have been immediately ran over. Just by my own father, immediately. Just
right behind.
Audi distance.
No, he was feet. I mean, like, I kind of probably reached back and grabbed his front bumper. I mean, right there. I mean, yeah. We was just having fun.
Just casual playtime.
Outside of the Astra incident, I've never been in an accident, but I think we were on holiday. We went to get some food. It was in a dodgy area. We had a rental car at the time. We had a Seat Leon, just a normal one, but we pulled up, we got the food, and then two seemingly drunk girls said someone has attacked the car. So we went round, nothing on our car, but there was a big ding in the Igo sat next to us.
Ooh. Oh,
so
dear.
I don't know what happened, but that was a dodgy area, and I don't want to go back there.
So someone had a bounty on their head.
Immediately. Just like spin the tires, just like wheel spin all the way, just leave immediately.
Vacate the area.
Vacate the premises immediately.
Nope.
Get off my lawn.
In areas like that.
Oh,
That's a whole nother story. Oh.
Yes. We gotta do
Also,
idle banter segment of just our like most embarrassing / funniest automotive stories.
one more quick one. Well, it's not really a story. It's just something that happened. Someone scratched in LV on my granddad's Mercedes Vanio, which is a van. Someone scratched in LV on the bonnet. We still don't know why. It was just one day.
Louis Vuitton.
LV, it was most with theory. Most likely it's Liverpool, which is a football club in England, English football, proper football, not American football. But we don't know, and it's still on the bonnet, I think.
Where there's a badge of honor now.
Yeah. Just lots of little things.
Normally when people key cars, they make sense.
Yeah, usually it's like targeted, and you kind of get the message that they're trying to get across. But LV,
Those LV, the plate starts with LV. That's the only thing that could be the reason that car was picked out of everything else on the street. But we don't know why someone would just scratch LV into the bonnet. Outside of that.
One of the world's 8th greatest mysteries.
Indeed, one of the greatest mysteries of life. Why is there an LV on the bonnet of Damon's uncle's van?
Mercedes van, sort of van, empty.
Oh,
What's
God.
the best way to describe? I'll send you a picture because it's an odd thing. It's like a short. It's a people carrier based on a van, and yeah.
So it's like a minivan.
Ish, kind of. Like an English-sized
It's
pizza, so
slightly
it's not
bigger.
huge, but it's based on a small van. I'll send you a picture later if I can.
So it's like a Bedford Rascal.
Yeah. It looks... What does it look like?
I'm thinking like a
Look-
Ford C-Max, but Mercedes.
Yeah, I'll send you a picture. It's the only way I
Is
can
it like a
prob-
mini cab? Strangely for the England market, you know.
Well, I think it was... let me just see if I can get this sent. This is a grey one. My granddad one's blue. Hold on. If I can...
I think we'll have to edit this bit out.
Yeah, I
You're gonna have to edit out a good 5 minutes of this.
Yeah, I might just
Just
edit out
search.
a little, yeah.
Just searching,
Just down.
because Skype is not
Skype's
Hold
not
on.
that friendly. I've come to realize.
on mobile, especially.
Skype is a bit temperamental.
Very.
Yeah.
As
That's
evidenced
chat.
from the second Court of Cars we did when my mic wasn't working for some reason.
Yes. Yeah.
I think I've sent it in the chat.
I didn't
Not
get it.
yet.
I haven't got anything, so. Oh, there we go. Oh,
Oh no!
Tetris.
No.
What was that?
I
What
don't
was that
actually
old
think-
Mercedes that they had?
I don't
Oh.
think that's too bad actually. Because the thing is, it's
I think that front's
terrible, but it isn't at the same time.
It is and it isn't.
No,
What was that?
Because it was
Mercedes-
reliable-ish, is what it's reliable, which is better than you can say for most Mercedes of that era, early
That's
2000s.
very true.
And it's alright though.
You know those
And
Japanese little vans that they have? Like I can't remember. Their
oh, it looks like a bigger one of those, doesn't it?
Exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
Oh my! Like this thing has no forehead. It's just all slow.
it's just.
It is all slow. It's just
It's a ramp car. That's what it is. They should have gotten that for Fast and Furious 6, not that.
that would have been
thing that they
amazing.
got.
They
You know
should
the
have
crew,
had all the people. in
when the bus, which was tailed by two S-classes, instead they should have had these driving reverse the ramp car.
Yeah. Precisely.
You know the Italian job.
Yeah.
Instead of Mini Coopers, they should have had these.
Oh
Because
yeah.
they could fit a lot more gold in the back of these, couldn't they?
They could.
Yeah.
Should have done that.
Not very quick though.
Looks better. I'm
Not very
sorry.
quick.
You know that B pillar reminds me of the Skoda Roomster
It
because it
does.
separates the driver's passenger window from the rest of the glass.
Either that or Skoda Yeti.
Yeah.
It does
yeah.
look a bit like a Roomster. Well, it's like a Roomster if someone just took a knife through the front of it. Just cut the bonnet, the rest of the front of it off.
Yeah.
It reminds me when remember back in the day when Cadillac made the cars and they cut the trunk lids off of them and they were flat to the back. Remember? It kind of
Yeah.
reminds me. It's
Not
like
on the front.
instead of the back, they done it to the front.
Yeah.
They just cut the front off.
It's like an A class. It's
Slight-
like an A class, but less. It's like an A class, but slightly less ugly, just mildly. The
Yeah.
original A class.
Wildly less ugly. Yeah.
But it's good inside, comfortable, stereos works. It's pretty reliable. It's just a reliable early 2000s Mercedes, so that beats half the range originally. But
Hmm.
yeah,
It looks like a comedy car. That's fantastic.
yeah.
I love that.
But the wind, because the seat's higher than the window, you get a brilliant view. It's got all the good bits of an SUV, but you don't look like an SUV driver.
You don't look like you're on the way to the soccer club or the
Yeah.
football club to drop your kid off.
Or the golf club.
See, but it looks like
yes.
you're going to a debate
Golf
club.
club.
I'm not sure that's better.
I was gonna
Oh,
say,
that's
yeah.
really bad.
People are laughing at the car instead of you.
Perhaps.
It's
Oh,
like
man.
it's like
I
the
would buy
Madagascar
this,
Express,
like,
but it's just laughing
yeah.
at Jay.
I like it. I'm gonna be honest. I like it.
It's very weird, and that's what's kind of good about it.
It's very un-American. That's why I could, because American cars, American market cars are very different to to some of the stuff we get. For
Oh,
instance,
yeah.
the Capri versus the Capri is supposed to be the English Mustang, but it's got a shorter rear. The later models had a shorter bonnet. It only had, the biggest engine was always a V6. And this is a European car. Like in most European car
Very.
countries, they'd say that's a car. But if I took one of these to America, they'd say, "What is that?" It's a spaceship with wheels on it.
Seriously.
Yeah.
It's a spaceship with wheels.
I wouldn't say spaceship with wheels. Most of us around here would just kind of laugh at it and say it's not really a car.
There's no space for the engine, isn't it? Because again, European countries, you have small engines.
Yeah.
But for a van, you guys have V8 vans, which is a crazy thought for us. And that's got 1.6 or something, I think.
And I'm sorry, if you bring that to America and you show up anywhere people are doing any form of off-roading in their SUVs,
it's not an off-road vehicle. It's front-wheel drive. It's not an off-road vehicle.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because it does look like it's supposed to be that kind of, and it's like, oh, you're out.
No, it's just a van with some windows in it and some seats.
Yeah.
I think if you brought that to America, some people would say, "Why is your car grown a tumor?" It's just so tall.
Why does it have
Also, have you seen how flared the front arches is? That's what my main styling cue I pick up from it. For
It's
a van.
It's DTM.
Yeah, it's a DTM van.
That's fantastic.
That's brilliant.
That's horrible. That's...
Oh, God.
If I had the money, if I had the money and we're going on holiday in America, I wouldn't rent a car and ship that over. Just see what happens.
It's old now, right?
Actually, yeah, it's over 25 years. No, it's only an 03 plate car.
Oh, crud. Not quite then.
Our one's an 03 plate. I think they started in 1999.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
So yeah, I know what I'm bringing if I'm moving to America.
Oh, that's brilliant. I think
I'll swap a Chevrolet V8 van engine in it, and then just watch as everyone loses at the lights.
LS7 swap it and be done.
It's got enough space in the back to probably put a V8 in a mid-engine format.
Or you can make it like a Toyota Previa. Yeah.
No, like a proper big engine in the back.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be fantastic.
Take the that Top Gear Australian special. Well, they have the competition with the Australian Top Gear hosts.
I was just thinking about
Has
that.
Transit van.
With the extra A220 engine in it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
That would be wonderful.
What
Me
a
and my
riot.
friend, we were playing this game. I'm not going to say because it's quite embarrassing, but we were playing a game on a certain game platform, and I had this van, and I had maxed the engine. He'd maxed the engine on his Corvette and his Aventador. The van outrun both of them. That's how broken Roblox games are.
Well, you just said it.
I love that. The secret testing facility just down the road on the right.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Top secret Top Gear.
Area 51 is just developing GTM vans.
Right
Area 51 are just building supercharged vans. That's where Dodge is based. Actually, I want to see Dodge put if they were still making the Grand Caravan, I would love to see a Hellcat engine in one of those.
Yeah.
Grand Voyager.
Yes.
The Grand Caravan couldn't handle what engine they put in it, much less.
That'd be fantastic, though.
You know what they are?
It would be a glorious death for that, though.
They ought to put a Hellcat in the new Pacifica.
Yeah. Yeah. Y'all, did you see that rendering of that blue Pacifica that had that wide body on it?
Yes.
Oh yes. Love it.
Would be
And then now they'll have the Pacifica Hybrid. They should put the Hellcat in the hybrid and make it a Hellcat Hybrid Pacifica.
A hell hybrid.
A Hell Hybrid.
Yeah.
Oh god. I think I've seen some people have SRT4 swapped old Caravans though, and that's a pretty crazy swap, especially if all the Mopar stays.
Didn't the PT Cruiser come with some reasonably powerful engine at some point?
Yeah,
cool
the
engine?
PT Cruiser GT. They swapped the SRT4 engine in it, and they got 215 horsepower out of it. That's a pretty brisk little thing. It wasn't the full SRT4.
turning circle of a planet. Oh my gosh. My wife went to go test drive because I believe it or not, I hate to admit this, but when they very first come out, I actually kind of liked them.
I've heard that about them. When they were first out, people thought they looked cool.
Yeah.
And after you kind of come out of the haze and you actually look at it and you're like, oh, But anyway, me and my wife went out to test drive one, and oh my God, it was horrible. It just, you would turn the wheel and the car just, like it had other stuff to do, and then it would turn. But you needed an entire parking lot to make a U-turn. It was just terrible.
It reminds me of the segment they did on the Evo FQ400 where it went off the runway when the Range Rover could do the full.
Yeah.
Yep,
You know what it's like? It's like, again, in season 9 of Top Gear where they had the big limos that they had made themselves.
Oh, yeah.
And Jeremy's Fiat Panda had the turn circle of a bus.
Yeah.
Mind you, it was longer than most buses.
And it's turning circle of a movement.
The Mercedes SLK Black, where he showed the regular SL going around the turn, but the black.
Oh, yeah.
Mhm.
Pointing, you know, yeah, and it's like, why?
Why?